just say, before I talk about college, when I got involved with United Spinal in 2003, by the way, our World Series was at Chase Stadium in the parking lot. They put up bleachers, there was Gatorade, it was free for the public, there was free sandwiches. It was great, you know, playing in Chase Stadium, even though it wasn't inside, but it was great. By that time, I wasn't really into sports, so I can't say I was one of the greatest. But I was kind of worried about partying and doing all kinds of crazy stuff because I missed out on that. Because, like I said, 4 or 5 years, just doing nothing. Didn't have a home attendant, didn't have a ramp in front of my house, and wasn't going to school. I would just go 2 days out of the month to fill up a baclofen pump, which is something that they inserted into my back past the liver. It's basically the size of a hockey puck. They inject the person with medicine to relieve the stiffness and the toning of the muscles to make it more suave, but it didn't work out because there was bad side effects. And by the time I reached the hospital to be refilled, see, they would put a mouse over your stomach and then give you a printout and tell you when the medicine was filling up or not. Basically, why I didn't like that is because every 5 years, they would put another battery in, and it's like, whoa. I've been coming back and forth to this city for 5 years. I mean, for 3 years. 5 years. Yes, 5 years. And you're here wasting my time. And the one thing about it is the doctors were so cocky. I had so many doctors. I had neurologists, orthopedic. They were such cocky bastards. Even one of them didn't even know I had a pump. They got the wrong doctor, the dumbass. So they brought the wrong doctor in, and me and my grandparents and my aunts and uncle like, that's not your doctor. He had his back turned to us. He said he was the chief. I'm not even gonna mention his name, but you know what? Yes, I am. Hi, Dr. Grant. But the whole thing about it was, he said that he was the big chief and he dealt with kids with my condition. That I'm 19 years old. I'll never do this. I'll never do that. So, basically, I came to the decision while I was going to high school that I couldn't do both rehab and high school, so that's one of the reasons why I took off so many years. So it's funny, I went in there to fix my dislocated hip since I had problems since I was a child, which also I had a metal plate, but they took it off. I put it in when I was 6, they took it off when I was 9, because when it would press up against me, it would kind of make me cry when I would roll over. Plus, when I was 1 year old, they did Achilles tendon releases in the back of my leg. There's a big ass strip in the back of my leg. So my family said no more when I was real young. But then as I became older, I looked at the doctor one time with a tear in my eye, and I said, if that's the way it's gonna do to make me walk, then so be it. Give me another operation. So they did the baclofen pump, because they figured so my muscles can be soft enough so they could put in the metal plate back in my hip. By the way, that's one of the reasons why I'm not walking, because my hip is dislocated. If there's anybody out there, I go to the College of Staten Island. I'm easy to find. Just call the disability department, or look up John Henry for wheelchair sports. If there's anybody out there that's willing to give me a chance on stem cell research, I would love to do it, because I don't see any reason why I should be like this. I weight lift, you know what I mean? I did sports. I'm very healthy. It just bothers me that my hip and everything is so bad. So if there's anybody out there that has somewhat of a cure, I know nothing is perfect, you know where to find me. And I'm also on Facebook too. Christopher Neves at Facebook. So
and you also can leave a message on this video.
Exactly. Thank you, cameraman, which is my best friend, by the way. Um, and you know, basically doing rehab, I just saw the inside of my house for so long that it's like I didn't have any friends. I wasn't near girls. I didn't do anything. I wrote a book called The Dream Begins in early 2000, but it didn't get put together until 2003, which one of my friends of a father, one of the kids in the rehab center, which by the way I wasn't treated so good. You gotta watch these rehab centers and you gotta watch these nursing homes because they don't treat me so. I was tossed in the bed. I was in a rehab center for 5 months. It's like a nursing home. They tossed me in the bed early. They talked about you in front of their face. I don't recommend Musk Institute to anybody. They talked about you in front of your face. They would put your shitty, pissy clothes on top of your clean clothes. I looked like shit. Some of the therapists saw me. They wouldn't even let me sleep. They woke me up at 5 o'clock in the morning to give me a bath, then put me right back in the bed for my 9 o'clock schedule. I had therapy throughout the day from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, and and they woke me up 5 o'clock for that, which I sometimes I refuse to shower because why are you gonna wake me up out of my sleep, then put me back into bed, and then put my clothes on so I could be sweaty and smelling like shit? Makes no goddamn sense. Excuse me. Sorry, God, but you know what I mean. We need to crack down on some of these home care situations, some of these nurse aides, some of these home cares, because I have some home care people that I work with that I don't particularly like, that they treat me bad and they think just because you're disabled or just because you take Medicaid that they're doing you a favor. They could talk to you whatever way they know how, or treat you like you're nobody. Listen, man, I'm in college. You know what I mean? I probably got more brains than your little pinky than you will ever have in your damn life. Treat people with some respect because you don't know tomorrow. It could be you.